lesson number 5, part 3, the language of chemistry. It is video number 16 of class 8th. Chemical equation. A chemical change, that is a chemical reaction, is represented by a chemical equation. We know in a chemical reaction the substance start with is called reactants, and those we end up with are called products. In an equation, we mention reactants on the left side and product on the right side with an arrow between them. We know about this equation: sodium metal plus water give rise to sodium hydroxide hydrogen. It is gaseous form. This equation we call it as word equation. Now we will go through the equation by using symbols and formulae. Equations using symbols and formulae. Such equations are quantitative in nature and much more informative than the word equation. So these equations using symbols and formulae, they are written in 3 steps. First step, writing the skeleton. The skeleton of the equation is first written by noting the symbols and formulae of the reactant on left side and product on the right side with an arrow in between. For example, carbon, when burnt in a sufficient supply of oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Skeleton equation is written like this: C plus O2 arrow CO2. But carbon, when burnt in an insufficient supply of air, it forms carbon monoxide. And this is the way we will write the skeleton equation for this. When carbon burnt with insufficient supply of air, then carbon monoxide will released. And this is the way how we can write the skeleton equation for burning carbon with insufficient supply of oxygen. Some examples: carbon dioxide dissolve in water to form carbonic acid, and this is the way we will write skeleton equation for this reaction. Another example: when hydrogen react with chlorine to form hydrogen chloride. And in this way we will write skeleton equation by using symbols and formulae. Another example: under certain condition, nitrogen when react with hydrogen, it form ammonia. And this is the way how we will write a skeleton equation for this reaction. Second point, balancing a chemical equation. We know law of conservation of matter, that matter can neither be created nor destroyed. Thus nor can be atoms, as no atoms are lost or gained in a chemical reaction. The number of atoms of each element on the reactant side must be equal to that on the product side. So a chemical equation in which number of atoms of each element on reactant side is same as the product side is called a balanced equation. So balanced chemical equation has its own importance. After writing skeleton equation, we have to proceed to balance that equation. how we can balance? First, count the atoms of each element on both sides of the arrow. If they tally, the equation is balanced. If not, then what to do? Make the number of atoms of each element equal on the both sides by using proper coefficient. If O or N appear in the equation, balancing it first makes the task easier. Wherever the element name you are able to read in the skeleton equation, first we try to balance these two. Afterward, we will proceed with another element. Then it is easy for us to balance the equation. One skeletal equation I have written here, for example. Now, is this equation is balanced or not? First, we will count the number of atoms of element on both sides. Carbon and oxygen, these two elements are present in this equation. So reactant at left hand side and product at right hand side we know. Left hand side, how many carbon atoms are there? 1. How many oxygen? 2. See toward the product side, how many carbon are there? 1. And how many oxygen are there? 2. It means this equation is a balanced equation because on both sides equal number of atoms are present of carbon and oxygen. Similarly, another example, CO2 plus H2O give rise to H2CO3. This one is skeleton equation. In this equation, same way we will write carbon, oxygen, hydrogen. These three elements are present in this skeleton equation. So, we will write how many atoms are present on both sides, left hand side and right hand side. How many carbon are present? 1. Oxygen 2 and 1. 3. Hydrogen 2. Now see the number of atoms at right hand side. How many carbon? 1. Oxygen 3 and hydrogen 2. We will check both side number of atoms are equal. That's why this equation is also a balanced equation. Another example, carbon when reacted with oxygen it forms carbon monoxide. Now we will check how many atoms are present on both sides. Left hand side means reactant side 1 carbon 2 oxygen, product side 1 carbon and 1 oxygen. Now we want to balance. We will see first oxygen. Oxygen, if we put 2 as a coefficient in front of it, then what will happen? Toward product side we will write 2 as a coefficient in front of carbon monoxide CO. Then toward product side, right hand side, carbon 2 atoms, oxygen 2 atoms. Now we can see left hand side mean reactant side only 1 carbon atom is present. So we want to balance both sides. We want to get equal number of atoms of element on both sides. So what we will do, we will put in 2 coefficient in front of carbon. When we put 2 coefficient in front of carbon, then left hand side and right hand side, both sides equal number of atoms are present. So for balancing this, we will put 2 in front of carbon and 2 coefficient in front of carbon monoxide. One example, sodium carbonate react with hydrochloric acid, it gives rise to sodium chloride, water and carbon dioxide. Reactant side, how many atoms of sodium is present? 2. Product side 1. Hydrogen reactant side 1. Chlorine reactant side 1. oxygen reactant side 3 and carbon 1. Right hand side, product side, sodium 1, hydrogen 2, chlorine 1, oxygen 3, 2 and 1, 3. Clear? Carbon 1 only. Now we need to balance. First we will see sodium. If we put 2 coefficient in front of sodium toward product side, then sodium become 2 and chlorine it also become 2. Now this side, reactant side, now we want equal number on both sides. We put coefficient in front of chlorine. When we put coefficient in front of HCl, chlorine become 2, but hydrogen it also become 2. Now product side, hydrogen already 2 is there. So sodium, hydrogen, chlorine, these 3 element numbers are equal. Let's see about oxygen and carbon. Already these number are equal on both sides, reactant and product side. In this way we will balance the equation. Balance equation tell us how many atoms and molecules of which reactant give how many atoms of which product through the balance equation. Now how we can make the chemical equation more informative. First, mentioning the conditions and catalyst. The condition under which a reaction takes place and catalyst needed. If I mention at the arrow, generally conditions above the catalyst below the arrow. So what is catalyst? Catalyst is a substance that generally speeds up a reaction without itself undergoing any change. Sometimes symbols or formulae mentioned in square bracket at the arrow. It indicates a catalyst. Mentioning the state of the reactant and product. State of each reactant and product is mentioned along with it using the following symbol: small s in bracket for solid state, small l for liquid state, small g for gaseous state, and small aq for aqueous state. When these symbols are used as a downward arrow for precipitate and upward arrow for a gas on the product side are not used. Instead, we use small s for downward arrow, mean for precipitate, and small g for upward arrow, means for gas. By mentioning the name and the color of the substance if needed. The name or color of a substance is mentioned if needed below the symbol or formula in equation. The name outside and the color within the bracket. See some example they have given to make the reaction more informative. First they are given hydrogen react with the chlorine in presence of light to form hydrogen chloride gas. Now with hydrogen in bracket they have given small g, and in chlorine case small g, and over the arrow they have written light, and in product side also they put the small g. Small g for gaseous state, light at the place of catalyst, and 2 it represent the number of atoms or molecules in the reaction. Similarly, second example, H2 gaseous form react with oxygen in gaseous form. When we ignite these two gases, combine to form water. So we will balance this equation. Then potassium chlorate, it is in solid state. When we heat it up at 200 to 300 degrees Celsius in the presence of Manganese dioxide, which act like a catalyst, it gives rise to oxygen in gas and leaving potassium chloride solid. Fourth, carbon dioxide turn lime water milky. Lime water formula CaOH2 in aqueous form. When react with the gas carbon dioxide, it form milky calcium carbonate solid form and water in liquid form. Similarly, another example of magnesium, when burned in presence of carbon dioxide in gaseous form, it burn, then it form white color. In bracket it is written magnesium oxide, and black color carbon is formed. Book exercise. Which of the following symbols is not derived from the Latin name of the element? Fe, Cu, Cr, Pb. Then capital C, small r, chromium. Which of the following symbols is derived from Latin name of the element? He, Ne, Mg, Ag. Ag for silver and Latin name is argentum. So, correct answer is silver. Third, which element among the ones appearing below the pentavalent? CaO, NH3, MgSO4, PCl5. So, penta means 5. So, PCl5 is the correct answer. What is the valency of magnesium in Mg3 and 2? We know that valencies are transposing to form a compound. So, choices are 1, 2, 3, 4. Of Mg3 and 2, in this case, valency of magnesium is 2. What is the value of X in the following equation? This one equation they have given: calcium carbonate react with hydrogen chloride, give rise to calcium carbonate, water and carbon dioxide. When we balance this equation, which number will come? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we will see hydrogen toward product side 2, chlorine 2. So we will put 2 coefficient in front of it to balance this equation. So correct answer is 2. Which of the following is not a balanced chemical equation? Calcium carbonate, calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Calcium 1, carbon 1, oxygen 3, on both sides it is balanced. KClO3, KCl plus 3O2. Here they have written 2, but this side potassium is 1 only. Here chlorine is 2, here chlorine is 1. Here oxygen is 6, oxygen is 6. But KCl is not balanced. It means B part is not a balanced chemical equation. Other choices, you can see on both sides number of atoms are equal in number. The correct answer is B. Nitrogen is dash in aluminium nitride. It is trivalent because valency of aluminium is also 3 and valency of nitrogen is also 3. So both valency with the same number it get divided. Second, one sulfate radical will take up dash a sodium radical to form sodium sulfate 2. Dash H2O2 in the presence of catalyst manganese dioxide, it forms dash H2O plus O2. And you know how to balance it. We will put 2 coefficient in front of H2O2 and in front of H2O. Na2CO3 plus dash HCl give rise to dash NaCl H2O CO3. So we will put coefficient 2 in front of HCl and 2 in front of NaCl. Already we discussed this section. Then sodium hydrogen carbonate, when heated up it gives rise to sodium carbonate plus water. So carbonates CO3, Na2CO3 plus H2O. Both sides we try to balance. First we see the sodium. Here 2 atoms are here, so we will put 2 coefficient in front of sodium hydrogen carbonate. True false, ozone is a trivalent gas. It is true. It is true. The atomicity of sulfur is 4. Is 4 false? Because atomicity of sulfur is 8. One di-positive radical will require only one di-negative radical to form a compound. False. It requires any radical. Both a noble gas element is monatomic as well as monovalent. False. A substance in solution is indicated in a chemical equation by the symbols S. False. Short answer questions. What does the symbol of an element means? See page number 53. Points to remember on page number 53. First point. It is the first answer of short answers question. Symbol is an abbreviation of the name of an element. It consists of one or two letters of English or Latin name of the element. How are the symbols of carbon, chlorine, chromium and cobalt distinguished from each other? Symbol of carbon, capital C. Symbol of chlorine, capital C, small l. Symbol of chromium, capital C, small r. Symbol of cobalt, capital C, small o. Third, name 3 monoatomic gases with symbols. He, helium, Ne, neon, Ar, argon. Fourth, from which words have been derived the symbols of sodium, potassium, iron and copper? Sodium derived from natrium, Latin word. Potassium, kalium, iron, ferrous, copper, cuprum. Fifth, derive the formula of copper 2 oxide, copper 2 chloride and copper 2 sulfate. Copper 2 chloride, valency of copper is 2 positive and valency of chlorine is 1 negative. Transposing of valency, we get formula CuCl2. In case of copper 2 sulfate, copper 2 positive, valency of copper is 2, so 2 positive. Sulfate valency is 2 negative. Transposing of valencies, we get Cu2 SO4 in bracket 2. With the same number, these both numbers are divided. We get formula CuSO4. Sixth question, name the compound FeO and Fe2O3. FeO, name of the compound iron 2 oxide or ferrous oxide. Fe2O3, name of the compound iron 3 oxide or ferric oxide. Seventh, what is the formula of aluminium sulfate? Al2SO4 in bracket and 3. Eighth question, what do you mean by a balanced chemical equation? See page number 54. Same page it is. Third point from point to remember. This one is the answer for question number 8. This one. The chemical equation in which the number of atoms of each element on the reactant side is equal, that on the product side is called a balanced chemical equation. Ninth, how many molecules of hydrogen chloride will be formed when a molecule of hydrogen reacts with one of chlorine? One molecule of hydrogen chloride will be formed. 10th, how many molecules of hydrogen will be required by one of oxygen for conversion into water? Answer, 1 molecule. 11th, if a molecule of nitrogen combined with 3 of hydrogen How many molecules of ammonia will be formed? One molecule. 12th, carbon dioxide turns lime water milky. Write a chemical equation for the reaction conveying as much information as possible. See page number 53. Fourth example, this reaction you will write for the 12th question. CaOH2 lime water in bracket AQ aqua plus CO2 in bracket G AQ aqueous plus CO2 gas arrow product side CaCO3 calcium carbonate milky in bracket solid plus H2O water and in bracket we will write L liquid. Log answer question. First, discuss the trend in valency of element that one observes when they are arranged in increasing order of atomic number. Knowing the valencies of the constituent elements, how can one arrive at the formula of a binary compound? Give 3 examples. See page number 47 and 48. See first part of the long answer. When elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number, we find that their valencies are also arranged in an order. First point, the valency gradually rises from 1 to 4 and then falls to 1 and finally to 0. Second point, the element in a column have the same valency, for example lithium, sodium and potassium. Third point on page number 48, the elements helium, neon and argon do not combine with other elements and are therefore assigned the valency 0. Second part of the first long answer question, a binary compound is obtained by transposing the valencies. Then 3 examples they ask. These 3 examples they have given. Sodium 1 valency, oxygen 2, transposing valency, binary compound we get Na2O. Similarly, other 2 examples they have given. Second, show with examples how we take care of electrical charges on radical while finding out the formula of a compound made up of them. See page number 48 and 49. Page number 48, positive radicals combine with negative radicals to form compound. The formation of such a compound can again be obtained by transposing the valencies of radicals and dividing the number of radicals by a common factor. For example, Al3 positive SO4 2 negative radical combine to form Al2 SO4 3. Al3 positive radical combine with sulfate 2 negative radical to form aluminium sulfate. Same way you can write 2-3 more example for this answer. So revise all the questions. Thank you.